NBA sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between our visitors and the Los Angeles Rams. Gunn here with Charles Davis as always. And CD, you look at the Rams in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after it.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 40-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The throw over the middle taken in, and they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Complete to number 2. It's a gain of 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 9 now. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips looks on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Rams 3.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's with the number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Second and 4. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. They'll look to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
Complete to number 38. It's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Martin. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a 13-play drive in total. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They bring their punter out there now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, able to avoid him. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Successful start to the drive. 17 yards and moves the sticks.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. That second down play nets a -4. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I think this one will arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
The first down pass to number 32.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he will find his man on the in route. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. He'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Seahawks who are out in front in the second quarter. The Seahawks locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head east to check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. The 49ers let a few too many slip away over the course of the year, but a victory there does mean they finish above 500 at 9-8. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On third and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them in the field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And this one is right down the middle. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down out here in the backfield. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, look at the juke. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to number 16. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the try here for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted.
Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Aftershocks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams ready to go on offense. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Again, 1 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
The pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. He'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. With plenty of distance there as he banks it in. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A little juke. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
17 more yards. That's another.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw again.
Brings up second and 5.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.